bzz, bzz. Bzz, 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 bzz. That's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. That's the right button. Now we're doing it correctly. Then we copy it all. Because we can. We copy it all. Because we can. Yes, send it now. Then send it over here. There we go. There we go. Then we mute the audio over here. Except that we do not. Because it failed. There we go. The sound has been muted. Everything has been muted that shall be muted. Now what's something else I'm gonna do is I post it over here. There we go. Now I think you left off somewhere. What? I don't understand your terminology, aka what you wrote, but welcome to the stream regardless. Hello Godfather, welcome to the stream. Hope you'll enjoy as well as Joshua James. I realized that I need to grab my cell phone. So I'm gonna go and grab my cell phone. Why is Netflix, not Netflix, I mean. Oh, it's just Instagram. Instagram. Then we go over to TweetDeck. Because I've heard a lot of things there. Which got me very curious. So let's see what's it all about. Oh, okay, it's some kind of Steam bot. I mean Twitch bot. Supposed to something stupid over there. Not that I really care. We're gonna play the game now. Because people have arrived. That's our cue to begin the stream. Produced and made by Capcom. Then we all rises. Then we check the volumes or the sound. We open up the volume controls. And we lower the volume to about 26. Then we wait for Steam to hurry up. And we increase the volume here. There we go. Then we press continue, but that is the wrong game. So we'll have to go to the right. I meant in the game. I left at the beginning of the next case. Or rather, I finished the last case, so... Turnabout beginnings. What? Oh yeah, it's the same. Just want to make sure. So, from chapter start. Bum 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 bum. Hello Sarah, welcome to the stream, hope you'll enjoy. The girl, let her go. Oh no, it's Mia! Shut up! Come closer! And I kill her! And it looks like pain! It's pain. Oh wait, that's Mia. Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. Bang! Ah! Splash. Dun dun dun. I think someone died. Hey, that's Phoenix, I think. I'm reading through the file of an old court case, because I have nothing better to do. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey, because I'm not obsessed with her enough. Fugitive data, picture. Name Terry Falls. Charge, kidnapping, murder. Sentence, death penalty. Fugitive movements. After escaping, Falls met with and then murdered Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Recaptured on Eagle Mountain in about 8 hours his escape. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met. Wait, what? Mia popped someone? I don't know. 6 years earlier, Mia Fey first trial. Well, shit, she's dead. I'm just guessing here, Osada. So, you know, your guess is as good as mine. Why did I turn all 1996 and stuff? I don't know, Osada. I don't know. February 16th, 9:24 AM, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Oh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Good morning. I didn't do nothing. I swear, I didn't kill nobody. Terry Falls, my first client, sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway? I'm sorry. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from somewhere. He seems kind of weird. I could hear the struggle in your voice. Wow. Struggle in my voice. But, Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago. Sorry, I told a little lie. Oh boy. But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody. Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right? Hey, I'm really sorry. They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it. I didn't kill her. I could never do that. Lying be bad, big man. 2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when he crashed. Wagon? What is this? 1957? No, not 57. 1857. Then, about 8 hours later, a policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. Speedwagon. This ain't JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Asada. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman? Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped. So that much is true. You did meet with the victim. But I didn't kill her. She was alive when I left. She was alive. It's true. Is that barbed wire in his face? Possibly, actually, or scars of some kind. I don't know if you've read or seen One Piece. If you have, the character Crocodile has a similar thing, like a scar underneath his face like that. Oh no! So D will get here! Hello Cloud, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. I can trust him, right? I mean, I should. Ha! You're not going to figure out the truth by us staring at the guy. You're... Why are you here? I came to see how our little kitten was doing all alone in the big scary lion's den. Seen One Piece, I don't like it. I thought maybe you'd like someone to play with. Where's Mr. Grossberg? Grossberg was his name. The guy that's in the first case. Ha! That old man is probably still in bed. I bet he's clutching an empty bottle and mumbling in his sleep. Aren't I good enough? After all, it's me, Diego Armando. I didn't say. So, Diego Armando, the finance attorney at Grossberg Law Office, is here for me? No, no, no. You got it all wrong. Today, you're the finest. After all, it took an amazing amount of guts to make this case. Imagine an escaped death row convict for a first client. Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it though. Ha! Relax. I just heard some good news. Why does AA create fangirlable characters? I don't know. Because it's very anime, I guess. The prosecutor for today is fresh out of his diaper as well. Oh god, please say it's Pain. Really? However, unlike a certain somebody who I won't mention, he's earned a reputation as a genius since beginning his law career. Genius? Or it's Edgeworth, perhaps? Well, it's about time to head in, kitten. Sharpen those claws of yours. It's go time. A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's longest place. And that's where my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple childlike voice, I just had a feeling that he was telling the truth. I didn't give him a childlike voice. February 16th, 10 AM, this record code number 4. Yeah, it is Edgeworth, alright. Wow, this was 1 year ago? No, 6 years ago. The judge looked so young and pretty. What happened, Judge? Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor. I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey. Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor. So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age. At 20, Your Honor. So we're saying 3 Napa is the judge? No, this is the judge. This looks nothing like Napa. I guess our little kid hasn't earned herself much of a reputation yet, huh? Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a fellow on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct? Precisely. But the defendant's not on trial for escaping prison. On the day the defendant escaped, a policewoman was murdered. So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death? You got it, kitten. Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement. Yes, Your Honor, it was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. Hello Ricardo, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. Yep, it just started. That guy looks familiar, and it's because it's Edgeworth. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old. A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted. Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony. A witness's testimony? Extortion, it's the same as blackmail, I believe. It's just another word for it, I think. testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Fawcett as seen and later testified against him. Actually, boy, gave me fun karma vibes just then. Well, you have to remember, Asada, that Edgeworth mentor was fun karma, so... She said she witnessed Mr. Falk throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. So, Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away? That policewoman you just mentioned. That wouldn't be... Exactly. The victim, the same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne. Aha, I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago, with only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty.
Objection!
But wait a minute, that's not right. At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Watch yourself, Miss Fay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice. Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders. Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness. I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case. It's Dick Gumshoe, isn't it? Yeah, it is. He looks the same, just a different color of his coat. Kinda colorless this time. Hello gamer kid, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. Also hello Samurai, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy, I never said that. But now I did. Progress! Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of this case, sir. I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago. I don't believe anyone asked you about that. Hey, ma'am! You got an idea how much work it takes? What is it? You're really gorgeous. Excuse me? No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise, I'll write you up on contempt so quick that someone other than your heart will ache. Ugh. Oh, okay, I got it. Wow. And so it began. Now, detective, tell us about the incident. Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss. That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The court would like to hear more details about the incident itself. Yes, sir, I got you. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. There's the Eagle Tower, 5 yards, the car, the bridge, which has been broken. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at the police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir. I see. Dusky Bridge map added to the court record. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge? The victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no trace of blood were found on the bridge. Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture. If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there. Your Honor, if you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you will be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day. Why, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm not sure I like you. Wagging your finger at me, as though I were a hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony. Yes, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Okay, now. Listen carefully, kitten. One little mistake, and this guy will drink you for morning tea. Trust me and get ready.
Oh, so you drank tea before you started drinking coffee, alright. Summary of the incident.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at the police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain. Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge. Naturally. Now, would the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination?
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Coming right up.
Hey, settle down there, kitten. If you keep trembling like that, you're gonna make me spill my coffee.
Okay, no, he still stinks coffee. I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
The courtroom can be a cold battlefield, alright. Especially for a beginner.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here.
Ha! You got me there. But maybe you should keep your claws out and show them what you got, kitten.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember the court procedure videos you stayed up last night watching.
Summary of the incident. Cross-examination. Bum bum bum. Hold it.
Hold it.
This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls. What? The defendant? The defendant called her? Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls.
A note?
Yeah, a top secret memo that she left in her desk.
Alright then.
According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls.
Whose bright idea was it to keep that note from me? Hello Oscar, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy.
Ha! Looks like the judge is even more sure of his verdict now. Listen up. Never ask a question if you don't already know the answer.
It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person.
Hey now, don't make that face at me. I just said that it was that way, because the prosecutor told me to.
Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Oh, wow, I can't believe that worked. A note, a bridge of Hasker, no blood.
Suspicious.
A bridge up in the mountains? But why meet there?
Because it's a very important place to the defendant, that's why. What do you mean by that? If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge. The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls. Ha! Returning to the scene of the crime. How nostalgic. Hold it! Hold it!
Hold it.
Hold it.
Was the body of the victim discovered right away?
Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within an hour of the murder. It was great. We even got to say, "Don't move,
We got you surrounded!
Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that?
The location was a suspicious bridge up in the mountains. So how did he find out about the crime so quickly? Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right? Ha! If that's what happened, then she wouldn't have been killed. She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive.
I feel as if Mono's side boy ain't taking this seriously. Who knows, who knows. I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone.
Hold it!
Okay, now it didn't work.
Hold.
Hold it!
Mr. Falls had a car then?
Well, the bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else, right? What? You mean the defendant drove his own car? No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at the red light. Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
Is this guy sure about anything? Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? No, the judge is... The judge is the judge. He's a very special man.
This is a photo of the stolen car trunk. Naturally, there's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there. Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable.
She's dead, Judge! And it's not about comfort. He's hiding the body. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah. For some reason, men always seem to get stabbed in the back.
We're talking about a woman here.
You can't tell from the photo, but the knife was stuck in her back, nice and firm.
No, not really, Cloud. Not really. I think the one that takes it the least serious is the judge.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the truck of the car? Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange. Do you? Anyway, we're gonna save the game. Word sponsored by Dick Gumshoe. Always save your game when you're about to lose your energy. Mr. Fo...
Oh, okay, never mind. Hold it.
Hold it!
I thought it was one of those press harder and fail and you get a penalty. What did the defense have to say about this photo?
What he always says, ma'am.
I didn't do it! I didn't do nothing!
That's all he says. Nothing? I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car. It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says...
Sorry, I told a little lie.
Or something like that. Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested. Precisely.
Hold it.
Hold it!
That certainly is some impressive police work.
Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We're set up at the checkpoint just after 5 PM. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run.
What do you mean it was too close for comfort?
The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 PM. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint.
That was kinda close. Any later Mr. Falls could have slipped right by.
Listen up, kitten. There's a big trap waiting for you in that testimony.
A trap?
walk into it carelessly, and it will leave more than just a flesh wound. Fun, huh?
No, it's not.
Well, if you want to have any chance at all, you'd better get some more information. And if you're going to get caught in a trap, it's best to get caught early. You can always look for contradictions afterwards.
The ever famous contradictions. I'm sure I hope I can find some of those. That's where the trap was. That was where the trap was located. Falls 5:30 p.m. that bridge where the white scarf for identification. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Use the bridge in the car. Talk to Dahlia. Objection! Objection? Action.
Objection!
She doesn't have the scarf. Witness!
What is it? Do you have something to say, Miss Faye?
I'm sorry. I totally forgot what I was going to say. This is the first time I ever had to actually address someone like that.
You should have practiced before coming to court. Honestly, Miss Faye, I'm not sure I like this. Say there, little kitten. Want a piece of my coffee candy?
Candy?
Well, you're still too young to be drinking real coffee.
Come on, Mia. Shake it off. You're a lawyer. Detective.
Yes, ma'am.
This photo. You said there was nothing particular about it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Well then, I suggest you take another look at the note written by the victim.
No, note?
It very clearly says, wear white scarf for identification. The caller must have forgotten what the victim looked like, thus the special request.
I
have one very simple question for you, detective. Where's the white scarf? I can't seem to find it in this photo.
Well, to be honest, we didn't find it in the trunk, ma'am.
And you stopped there? You should have looked for it.
Ah! The caller told her to wear it to identify herself, so the inspector she did just that. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do you have to say about this? I see the defense is a little lacking. The scarf you're searching so desperately for. Is it this one, perhaps?
Ah.
Where do you find that, sir? On Dusker Bridge. I will stay here first and decide to conduct my own investigation. Why? Why didn't you tell me? I made a decision to keep all pieces of evidence in my personal satchel. It's the safest place I know. That hotshot sure has a flair for the dramatic. It's not exactly white as the caller requested. But as you can see, it's close enough for what it was intended for. It looks like it spent some time in the mud. Not surprising, it was drizzling on the mountain that day.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, he was intentionally hiding that scarf the whole time.
The court will accept the scarf into evidence. Now, if the attorney for the defense is finished embarrassing herself, I'd like to move on with the testimony. That is alright with you, isn't it, Miss Faye?
Boy, would I like to wrap this scarf around his swarmy little neck.
Very good. Now, if you're done with the mud-covered scarf business, the prosecution moved to establish conclusivity, and with hard evidence that Miss Hawthorne and Mr. Falls did indeed meet on the bridge that day. Further, we will show exactly what occurred there. That sounds quite promising. I can't wait to hear all about it.
Ah, everything is moving at his whim.
Don't forget, kitten. There's a reason why everyone considered this kid a genius.
A genius, huh?
Events on Dusky Bridge.
It's the Dusky Bridge and the events are going on there.
Actually, there's an eyewitness who was there when the incident took place. This photo was accidentally taken by the witness. It shows the Vic wearing the scarf, sir.
Doesn't identify the face, though. And why is it taken from behind?
It was listening that day, unfortunately. It's a little hard to see what's going on.
Hello, who sees you? Welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy.
Anyway, the criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. That must have been when the scarf fell off. Looking at this photo, you really get the sense that this bridge is very high up. It's about a 40-foot drop from the bridge to the Eagle River down below.
Also, thank you, who sees you.
Mr. Edgeworth, who took this photo anyway? Let's just say it was a well-intentioned third party. Aha, a potential witness. So why isn't this person in the courtroom? Well, they say they absolutely did not want to testify. The person in question is very delicate, Your Honor. Besides, as long as we have this photo, we see no reason to compel them to testify.
Yeah, and the person who doesn't want to witness is the actual murderer, so... yeah, have fun with that one. Ourselves.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Man, the judge wasn't sure about much back in the day.
So, as you can see, Terry Foss had both the motive and the opportunity. I think it's quite clear at this point what happened on the bridge. Aha! The truth is becoming clear to me now.
Huh?
Yes, it's quite obvious he's clearly guilty.
Not again, that's not fair. I haven't even done my cross-examination yet. What do you mean,
Events on Dusky Bridge. Cross-examination.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Who's the eyewitness?
She's a college student.
A female college student?
That's right, meaning she's female and a college student, ma'am. She doesn't do well in front of other people, so I came to testify for her.
Maybe so, but as the attorney for the defense, I have the right to cross-examine her.
Objection!
For the time being, we're not relying on the witness statement, that's all.
What's that supposed to mean?
The prosecution has other, more decisive evidence. Our case doesn't rest on the vague testimony of a female college student. A female college student, eh? It means she's female and college student, sir. If you absolutely must hear her testimony, you'll have to give us a good reason why. Please tell us about the more decisive evidence in question.
Hold it!
Hold it!
The victim was wearing a scarf in that photo, right? So, about the witness who took this photo, what was this person doing all the way in the mountains?
She was taking photos of wild flowers, apparently. There are more unusual types of flora on that mountain, Miss Faye. People in that area say it's because of the spirits that live there. Spirits? Now that you mention it, this photo, this cloudy fog-like thing, is it a ghost? I don't believe it. No, Your Honor, no. I don't think it's a ghost.
Gotta love the owner, aka the judge. What is he? He's like 60 or something like that. Mentally he's 5. Hold it!
Hold it!
Drizzling, huh?
That's right, that was a light rain coming down. The whole place was dreary. But not as dreary as the mood that's in this courtroom right now. Look, like a cold front just moved in. In any case, the point is that the area was quite damp. There was even some fog. I even slipped and fell while I was on the bridge. It was really something.
Down from behind. How did that work on the bridge, though? Hold it! Hold it, Gumshoe!
Gumshoe!
It! Hold it! Hold!
Hold it!
Is that part of the witness's testimony as well?
Of course it is. He pushed the victim hard in the back and she fell down right on her stomach. I remember that happening once myself. It was really brutal.
Are you talking about seeing someone get pushed? Or were you the one getting pushed? Or does it mean that you pushed someone down like that once? With his mind-boggling tales, and the way he said brutal, I wonder if he's Canadian.
Ha! Save your nasty look for the right person.
Huh?
Take a look. Poor baby. The court record seems to have wet itself.
Hey! Watch where you spill your coffee. The court record, huh? Yeah, if you look at this map, you can clearly see that the bridge is broken there. And if you look at... oh, it's wrong one. Look at this photo. It's impossible for him to actually push her. Hold it!
Hold it!
So in other words, there was a struggle between the criminal and the victim, huh?
That's what the witness said. Well, it looks like she didn't remember about the scarf. But from what she said, it sounded like a pretty violent fight, ma'am.
Anybody like pork sandwiches? No, not really, actually. I like hamburgers, but not pork sandwiches. The area was wet from the rain. The bridge was probably wet too, which would explain why the scarf was all covered in mud, but there's something about his testimony that's still bothering me.
Ha! Talk about a surprise. I had no idea there was a photo.
So what did I do?
You really still believe him? Mr. Crybaby, I mean.
Of course I do.
So, the little kitten believes in fairy tales, huh?
Oh no, food challenge. I don't know what it tastes like. Yeah, hamburgers are made of beef, yes. Sometimes horse as well, but that's very uncommon these days.
In that case, the answer is obvious. If what you believe is the truth. That means that somewhere hidden in that testimony is a contradiction. One huge contradiction. Waiting to be discovered. That's your chance.
Hello Rowan, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. My phone is gonna die!
My phone's gonna die! My phone is dying! It's dying!
Actually, it was an eyewitness. Hold it! Hold it! My phone charger is almost dead! It. Hold. Hold it! Hold it.
Hold it!
Gotta hold it in a certain position. I hate when that happens. Who is this eyewitness?
She's a college student.
Oh, wait, we're back at the beginning.
Objection!
Yes, skip this one through. Also, you can have hamburgers made out of buffalo. That would be a buffalo burger. We don't have those in Sweden. Since we don't have buffaloes. That is very suspicious how that was possible. Continue from save point. Objection! Object? Shun? Rejection. Action.
Objection!
That was not it, okay.
I'm sorry, but I think the only thing out of this place here is the pointer fingers of yours. Here, take this penalty and try thinking things through again.
What's the problem? Their fingers are made for pointing. Did I object? Objection?
Objection!
No. You imported them. It's actually a health issue importing meat. So I'm not gonna do that. Objection! Objection! Rejection!
Objection!
Okay, no, that's not it either. Nope, it's the 3DS version. It's a 3DS trilogy. Objection!
Objection!
Okay, no, that's not it either. Uh-huh. Objection. Objection. Rejection.
Objection!
Well, we have the classic guilty verdict that we've seen oh so many times. He is guilty. Oh, that's a complete failure. Not that I'm surprised by any means. So we're gonna continue again then from the save point. She looks pretty dry here, yeah. Objection! Rejection. Rejection. Objection. I object your objection.
Objection!
That worked. So, at the time of the crime, there was the light drizzle coming down, correct?
Yeah, and fog too. Just a generally soggy atmosphere.
Well, I have evidence that doesn't go with the soggy atmosphere.
But this is a photo of the victim's body that was found in the car trunk.
Considering conditions at the scene of the crime, something isn't right.
Well, by all means, please enlighten us as to what isn't right. What is it about this photo of the trunk that doesn't fit with the conditions at all?
Take that!
Yeah, take that! Naturally, the answer is right here.
The victim's coat? As far as I can see, there's nothing strange about it.
That's exactly what's strange. Recall the testimony. What were the conditions on the bridge that day? It was drizzling and foggy. Dusky Bridge was all wet. If the victim really had fallen down on her stomach on the top of the bridge, then the front of her coat should have been covered in mud.
That's exactly right. The other day, I fell on a muddy street and my gorgeous playoff beard was befouled. I do admit that the crime scene was quite wet that day. However, that doesn't mean that the top of the bridge itself was muddy. If your honor had fallen in the shower instead of on a muddy street, your glorious hockey beard, pride of the legal league, would be wet but not muddy. Fortunately, I have yet to test that. Still, your point is well taken. Can you prove that the surface of the bridge was muddy that day?
The surface of the bridge, huh?
Ha! A real man wouldn't stand for a taunt like this.
I only played the N64 version of this game. I don't think there is an N64 version of Ace Attorney. Neither would a real woman. Of course I can. Here's the evidence that proves the surface on the bridge was muddy. Huh.
Take that!
Take that!
The evidence is...
Wait a minute.
What is it? Your timing is terrible.
If you present that evidence, it would be like jumping off a 100-story building into a bubbling pool of magma after trying a 10-ton boulder around your neck.
What is that supposed to mean?
To put it simply, it would be suicide.
Why didn't you just put it simply in the first place?
Is your little chat finished? Can we move on now?
Yes, I've changed my mind.
Life is short, Miss Faye. Hurry it up already.
Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Must be this one then.
Take that!
Take that!
The evidence is this scarf.
Ah!
It should be obvious. If the scarf fell onto the bridge and got this muddy, it means that the bridge was obviously covered in mud.
Ugh. No! I can't be outwitted by this novice bimbo.
Hey, same to you, buddy. Calling her bimbo is pretty cruel, though.
Miss Faye, assertion makes perfect sense to me. I do admit that there appears to be a contradiction between the condition of the victim's coat and her scarf. However, the real question is, why is there a contradiction?
Huh?
For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we?
Alright. It's not like you're really giving me a choice here.
Ha! You're doing pretty well for a little kitten.
Mr. Armstrong. Armando, I mean.
No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence is one of those three. What you just said now, I'm not sure I like that.
That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over there that said it.
This court is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know? Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as a flimsy scam it really is.
Yes, the false evidence in this case is the witness's testimony, I think. I personally prefer the Amiga 500 version myself. It's a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen?
Yeah, that's what the witness told us.
That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all.
That's true. Ha! It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was a truly decisive witness in this case, I'm certain the boy wonder over there would have called them in the first place.
Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, it appears that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness of this at this time.
What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. What does he mean by the brutal truth?
Now, let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes.
This is it, Mia. The battle begins here.
Witness, what's your name and occupation?
That's her again. From the very first case in... I think it was this game, right? Or maybe it was... Yeah, I think it was this. Yeah, it was this game. Also, my throat really hurts. I'm not sure why. Probably because of the voices. She's the one that murdered the student and tried to frame Phoenix for it. Everyone is so silent I can hear the hearts going pitter-patter. Music reminds me of Guardia, Cathedral and Chrono Trigger.
Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look like as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes.
Oh, second game she was on. No, this is the third game. Okay, so she was in the second game. I thought she was the one trying to frame Phoenix at the beginning of the game. Man, my throat really hurts. And it doesn't stop hurting either, great. So, give me just 1 second, and I'll be right back. Okay, there we go, I'm back. Yep, that is a girl that uses her looks to get away with murder. That I did remember correctly, it's from the first case in this game. Well, this is the third game, so yeah, this is the game. She's just back in the same game, basically.
I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite.
Hey, not so fast.
As I said before.
No, Cloud. It isn't the next case. Because we've already seen this character. We've already seen her. We've already done the case where she framed Phoenix. Because that is Phoenix's girlfriend.
This witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to please exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Fay, you could learn a lot from this man.
If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. No, this is gonna be the last Phoenix Wright game I play, Ricardo. The Red-Headed Demon. Hello, Garnet. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Sir?
Eh? Yes, my dear.
This is my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just want to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause.
Not at all. It's no trouble at all.
Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is, Melissa Foster. I'm a college student. A freshman in the literature department.
You're on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct?
And you were the one who took this photo, is that accurate? Ah, how can you be so mean?
Now see here. What are you doing shoving that in her face like that?
Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous.
Next time, I'll be forced to penalize you.
Uh-oh, I don't like the turn this has taken. Is she staring at me? And you would be? Huh? I'm the defense attorney. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are...
Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best.
The witness's photograph. Witness testimony. Bum bum bum.
I was using my camera to take some picture of wild flowers. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Hello, new retro hero. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Suddenly, they just started fighting. That's when I heard and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. And right after that, I called the police.
You never called the police? By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred?
Let's see. Yeah, I can check that later. Oh, yeah, right, that's just that.
I believe the map would have been here, be of help here.
I was standing right over here. I was standing in a beautiful field, surrounded by tall cliffs.
So you took the photo from that location, eh?
I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Ashford asked me to. Is the young Ashford always updating the autopsy report? No, he hasn't done that as of yet, Garnet.
Ho ho ho, what a cute camera, just like its owner.
Camera added to the court record.
Alright then, Miss Faye, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my Gabriel.
Hold it!
Hold it!
Did you say wildflowers? Yes, the mountain is famous for its beautiful spring wildflowers. But it's only February. Well, I couldn't wait for spring to come.
Ho ho, I know just how you feel. It's just like when I first started growing this glorious beard of mine. I just couldn't wait, so I wore a dyed blonde Santa beard until mine grew in properly. Would you mind if we got back to the facts of the case, Your Honor?
Hold it.
Hold it!
Was there anything strange about the two of them? I'm a bad girl. No, I am. It looked like they were having a really serious conversation up there. So I decided to watch them, like some kind of peeping Tom. Apparently.
No, not at all. Everyone is like that. I love watching other people fight too. In fact, I can't get enough of it. Actually, that's why I took this job in the first place.
Are you for real, Judge? Really? Too much info, Your Honor.
In any case, it's perfectly natural for you to have kept watching them. Especially dressed as they were.
Well, anyway, I was watching them very closely. Hold it!
Hold it!
Do you have any idea what they were fighting about? No. I have no idea. Why do you ask that? Oh, I just thought that maybe you overheard what they said. I would never eavesdrop. I've got more class than that.
That's right, Miss Faye. Don't drag the witness down to your level.
Hold it. Hold it. Banana cream pie, it. Hold. Bold it. Bald it. Fold it.
Hold it!
Why did you take a photo? Well, the two of them were really going at it. Ever since I was a little girl, I always wanted to be a news reporter. I guess that part of me has kinda took over. Smells like a lie to me.
Yes, I understand completely. Even now, I can't completely abandon my boyhood dreams. I still use my grandson to test my comedy routines on.
So, you want to be a comedian, huh? Not that there's any bearings on this. All I could do was to use my camera. So I took a photo of the crucial moment and gave it to the police.
Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it!
No Dahlia, Melissa might be her twin. This just leaves the question. The good one. Or the even more evil one. I'd say that Melissa is more evil, honestly. Dahlia was just weird because she pretended to be her dead sister. If I'm thinking about the right person. You call the police? Yes, because it looked to me like the murderer was going to try to escape.
We were already moving before the call even came in. Thanks to the victim's note, we had already started our operation. That was certainly tough luck for the criminal, eh?
Wasn't that the one from the first game, the nurse or something? No, she wasn't a nurse. I don't remember if it was the first or second game. The one I'm thinking of. Yeah, Eeny Meeny. That's the one I was thinking of. If Terry Falls isn't a criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kiddo. That girl has the edge wrapped right around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time putting holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to come up with something really good, Mia. Okay, we're gonna save. Just to be on the safe side. We're gonna save the game just to be on the safe side. She was standing here. But that doesn't make sense. Because if they were standing here, she would have taken it from over here. Not sure if that is it, and even where I'm gonna present it though. Objection! Witness, when you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is that what you mean? Is this what you meant? All I can see is this photo of two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we could refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Well, you see...
The photo we represent was the only one there was.
But if you really wanted to capture a crucial moment, then what happened next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Oh! My apologies, young lady. But Miss Faye's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit.
He can certainly downplay a situation, can he? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up in the film I made.
You ran out of film?
This photo was the last one. What?
Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all of the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself, playing among the wildflowers.
The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built in it. So you took photos of yourself?
I remember taking some photos of myself once too.
Please, no details. He was taking nudes of himself. That's what the judge did. We all know it.
It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all.
Wait, just a minute.
Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about the different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes.
Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite a poet.
Very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination.
Yeah, see ya, Asada. Thanks for stopping by at the stream. Hope you enjoyed.
Let's hear your thought on the witness then. On the fight that you witnessed.
Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy's really a sucker for sweet talk.
Ha! It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention.
Yeah, it's sickening. Hold it.
Hold it!
Do you have any idea what they're fighting about? Would you ask that? Oh, right, it's just one thing again. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it!
I'm not sure if this judge is worse than his older brother or not with the talking. The victim? Why do you think she tried to run away? With her police training, she certainly knew better than to turn her back on a criminal.
Objection!
This was a large, powerful man with a knife. If I had been a quaggy woman like you, I'm sure she would have acted differently.
Quaggy? Why you?
If it had been me, I probably would have jumped into the river.
There's still something wrong with this testimony. Hold it.
Hold it!
So you're saying Sergeant Hawthorne wasn't able to get away from him? Well, it's a narrow bridge, and was swaying back and forth. If you ask me, both of them were in danger of falling off. I only wish I could have done something to help her.
That seems to make sense.
I wonder about that. Something seems kind of off.
Ha! Does it now? You have a good sixth sense. When you feel that something off, that's when you need to figure out why.
If Terry Falls isn't a criminal, then there must be something strange in that girl's testimony.
Be careful, kid. That girl has the judge wrapped right around her little finger. You're going to have a tough time poking holes in that testimony of hers.
You're going to have to come up with something really good, Mia. We're gonna save first and foremost. Melissa Foster, can't wait to know the truth about your name. That sounds to be spoiler territory, to be honest. Dusky Bridge map. Objection! 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 Rejection. Objection. Objection. Action.
Objection!
Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I guess...
Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry.
One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse.
You say there were two contradictions?
It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of this area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then...
She would have hit a dead end?
You said 10 yards, but she couldn't even run, not even 5. I don't even know who Dahlia is, to be honest, so... Or maybe Dahlia and Melissa is the same person, just that... No, wait, she did mention something about wanting to avenge her sister, I think. So maybe they are twins. Because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side.
What does all of this mean?
It's very simple, Your Honor. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it.
This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honor.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Your Honor, allow me to personally apologize for the conclusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram.
What did you say?
What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though the bridge is currently in disrepair.
Maybe at least that would be the only thing that would kind of make sense, I guess.
There's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident.
That's ridiculous.
You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologize to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Ha! That guy is good.
Huh? What do you mean?
He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, all right. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy.
What? That coward.
Well, Miss Faye, it seems you once again made a reckless accusation.
I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself.
No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish, once and for all, what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady, may I ask you to please proceed with your testimony?
But it's so hard to go on.
We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw.
Yes, sir. Running from the crime. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of that bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw.
Witnessing such violence must have been difficult.
Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. Game looks better on Twitch than on YouTube. I think it depends on what kind of settings you use, or what settings you watch on. But then again, YouTube does... they do compress it differently. How do you guys feel about the moon being a hologram projected from the Vatican? Oh god.
If we accept this testimony as it is, we're finished.
Don't say that.
Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favorite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte.
This trial isn't over yet.
Ha! That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination if you please.
The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on, attack. Hold it!
Hold it!
Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she did fall.
Of course she didn't fall down on the bridge. If she had fallen down, this photo wouldn't make any sense. If that was the case, her coat would have been all muddy.
Objection!
If you don't mind, I was asking a witness.
No need to be so rude. Well, young lady.
Of course she didn't fall down. The man in the prison uniform grabbed her before she could.
Ha! We're one step too slow. And then what did the defendants do after that?
Hold it!
Hold it!
You personally witnessed that? Yes. Did anything strange happen when he did that? Well, I don't know if you'd call it strange or not, but that's when the victim's scarf fell off.
You mean this scarf? Her words match what we found at the scene. I don't see any problem.
Damn it, Ashworth, your voice is killing me. Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it!
You mean the defendant carried the body all by himself? Yes.
Considering the size of the defendant, I don't think it would be difficult.
Yes, but let's remember, they were on a narrow bridge that was ready to collapse. Is it even possible for him to have carried a dead body on a bridge like that?
Objection!
Well, the fact of the matter is that he did. That kind of talk is just silly.
Wow. Why did you get so emotional all of a sudden?
Miss Faye, if you think there's some other possibility, please share it with the rest of us.
Hold it.
Hold it!
Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprised number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There's also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks? They just love cold, isolated places.
I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes.
Hold it!
Hold it!
And you're absolutely certain that it was my client who was carrying the body? Well, he was wearing a prisoner's uniform.
So you're saying that you didn't get a clear look at his face?
Well, they were far away and it was raining as well. I thought I was only supposed to say exactly what I saw.
Excellent. You're a remarkably honest young woman.
Something about this testimony is bothering me, but what?
Hey kitten, have you ever put salt in your coffee?
Okay, what just happened? I haven't added any things here. I think the audio cable might have... I think the audio cable got disconnected or something, I don't know. No, why would I?
Why not?
Huh?
It may actually go better with coffee than sugar, right? Listen, my point is, if you're not sure, you might as well add a ton of salt to it. It might bring out the rust in something, like a piece of evidence.
He's right, Mia. Go present something. You got nothing to lose.
By the way, I wouldn't put salt in my coffee. The two don't go well after all.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it!
Weird. Are you saying that the victim didn't fall down on the bridge? Actually, maybe she... Okay, we're back right here. Okay.
Objection!
Carry her over to the car. Where is that dojo, though? Objection!
Objection!
A killer not wanting his victim to be found. I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found.
Well,
Dropping it in the river, of course.
well, what is it?
Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier Mr. Ashford pointed out something interesting about the river.
For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. Ah!
In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at the same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed their body in the water. Yep, that's... It's something they would definitely do.
Order, order, order. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye.
That's good. You don't have to care about any of that.
But I must admit, it doesn't seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river.
Oh.
Well, Mr. Ashworth. How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try to take a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature.
What are you talking about?
My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of the arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true. Miss Fay, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all.
But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous.
Objection!
Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony.
I'll try.
All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again.
Who is he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. Picked her up in his arms, then he carried her over to the car. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Hold it!
Hold it!
What did the man do then? Well, naturally he got in the car and was about to flee. That's when I came to my senses. I said to myself, you have to call the police.
And so that's when you called the police?
You're sure that you saw all that with your own eyes? Yes, I'm 100% certain. Hold it.
Hold it!
Okay, yeah, it's the same thing again there.
Objection!
But she said she was standing down here, she could impossibly have seen that from there. Objection! Objection? Rejection!
Objection!
Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Maybe a crucial mistake.
A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Fay?
The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yes, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place you claim to have taken a photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you try to see the car, this outcropping of the rock is directly in the way. Ah! That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen a killer's car.
Objection!
I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock. However, it isn't so tall that it wouldn't stop her from seeing the car.
That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Hello, Danielle R. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy. Your own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being rejected to is really more like a cliff.
Ah!
Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff. But still, you claim to have been able to see the killer's car. Oh wow, I just realized a mistake here that I'm gonna go and fix. There we go. I was showing the sample goal
Order! Order in the court! What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it.
Objection!
But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her own eyes.
Oh!
Mr. Judge?
What is it?
I think I must have remembered things wrong.
Hold it!
Hey, wait a minute. You can't just say that.
Miss Faye. No one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes indeed. Quite true. You know what they say. To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here.
What? That's not fair.
Huh. Save the tears for later, kidden.
Mr. Armando?
Don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward.
But that wasn't fair.
Okay, kitten. You need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony.
The killer broke into the stolen car and hid the body in there. A stupid judge.
So tell me, how did you know that? How did you know that he broke into the trunk?
Aha!
Well, Miss Foster, until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness?
Well, I certainly broke into the trunk because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain they were scratch marks from when he broke into it.
What? Let me see that photo.
Such a softy and naive. No, Garnet, this is the same judge as previously. Just that his beard is not grey and he got hair on his head.
It's true. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied?
The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she said, is there a contradiction somewhere? I'm gonna save. I'm gonna continue. From save point. Obviously. It doesn't work that way. Melissa Foster, it looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? I don't know. Actually, he might have, he might not have. According to Samurai, they're not related at all. But maybe there are two different judges, I don't know. You said you were in the fields taking photos of wild flowers, but even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? Finally, I finally got her. Ha! Save point, okay, now you said you're gonna stream Xenoblade. I never said I'm gonna stream Xenoblade. Don't put words in my mouth. I hate when people do that.
Ha! I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself.
Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was... She's the owner of the car! She's the owner of the car! The bird was just in the World War. It's always a secret. She put the corpse in herself. There's only one way that the witness had a chance to see those scratches.
Yes? What is it?
Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the corpse in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison car. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Falls had been the one that put the corpse in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. Yeah, the beard has hidden weapons. Dangerous to say the least. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key wouldn't have still been in ignition. Oh, I see. Thank you for telling us about the scratch, Miss Foster. Without that, we never would have uncovered the truth. That it couldn't have been Mr. Falls that put the body in the trunk. No!
Preposterous to even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The corpse could only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time she was taking photographs.
Actually, the photograph was taken automatically. Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Has a timer function. Oh, take that! Let's take another look at this camera and see what feature it has, shall we? It has a timer built into it, even a mini tripod. Why, it's almost as if she had brought this camera just to take this picture.
Objection!
What are you trying to say then, Mr. Fay? That when the crime occurred, Miss Foster wasn't in the field as she claimed?
Well, if she really did use a camera or a timer, then the answer is yes, she was somewhere else. Gangster beers. What you gonna do, what you gonna do, and when they come for you. Exactly, she was not in the field.
Would the defense please explain further? Listen, this is a crucial point. Where was Miss Foster? Where was Miss Foster when the incident occurred? In answering the question, we'll also make clear Miss Foster's true identity. Well then, please answer this question. Where was Melissa Foster when the incident occurred?
Naturally, the witness was standing right here.
Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Before pointing out where the witness was standing, Miss Fay should do something herself. She should figure out where she stands, if you catch my drift.
Oh, don't worry, the drift was certainly caught. Oh, wow. Naturally, the witness was right here.
But that's where the victim, Miss Hawthorne, was standing.
Except she wasn't standing there.
Bum bum bum, the plot thickens. Order, order, order. Miss Fay, what on earth?
Your Honor, if I may. After parting with the victim of the bridge, the defendant fled by car. But this would mean that there was no time to put the victim in the trunk. In other words, If someone put the body in the trunk, it could only have been before the defendant met the victim.
How asinine. Of course Miss Falls met with the victim. The only person with the opportunity to have put the victim on the trunk is the same man that killed her, Terry Falls.
You still don't understand, do you, Mr. Edgeworth? By the time the witness's photo was taken, the victim was already dead. The person in the photo was not Valerie Hawthorne.
What? I've never heard anything more ridiculous in my entire life. Then who exactly is the victim in this photo?
It's obvious, isn't it? It's your own witness.
What?
It's the only possible explanation. The woman that Miss Falls met on the bridge that day was not Valerie Hawthorne. It was you, Melissa Foster.
Me?
Let's remember that it was raining and foggy on that mountain that day. Mr. Falls himself believed that the woman in front of him was Valerie Hawthorne.
But the defendant knew Valerie Hawthorne very well. After all, she was the woman whose testimony helped get him convicted.
But since then, my client has spent 5 years in a federal penitentiary. He could remember exactly what she looked like anymore.
You are just making this up as you go along. Where's your proof?
I got it all right here. This piece of evidence will blow this case wide open.
Take that!
Mr. Falls had forgotten the victim's face. That's why he needed some piece of identification, namely this muddy scarf. Ah, it was Miss Falls, who requested that she wears the scarf to identify herself. That's already been proven by the note that the victim left. In other words, as long as you were wearing a scarf like he asked, anyone could have pretended to be Valerie Hawthorne. Well, what do you have to say to that, Melissa Foster?
No!
Did she faint? I think she fainted.
Where's Mr. Foster? She's collecting herself in the lobby.
It's obvious that Melissa Foster did it. She hid the body in the trunk and disguised herself as the victim. She set up the camera to snap a fake photo of them together.
The only question is, why did she do it?
Well, isn't that obvious? She's the real culprit.
Ha! Well, we'll have to wait for Mr. Foster to compose herself before we start again. Until then, this court is in recess. The defendant and the prosecution are both to wait in the respective lobbies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Understood. Very well. This court is in recess.
To be continued. To be continued. We're gonna save. February 16th, 1:14 p.m. This court defendant number 4. And here we're gonna take a quick break, as I will be right back. I'm gonna refill my water glass and I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, so I'll see you back right here real quick. See you soon, everybody. There we go. I am officially back. And 2 people left apparently. Okay. The whole thing with stick around didn't really fit in there, I guess. February 16th, 1:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4. Mr. Falls, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I wanna say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up.
Thanks. We're almost there. Once I prove that she committed a crime.
Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we got to get past.
Obstacle?
Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway?
Motive, huh?
Anyway, we're still badly in need of information.
Information, right.
What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing.
What is it?
Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for.
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie.
Mr. Falls, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago.
Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago. I dream of it every day. This picture, it remind me of everything. Bridge looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute.
So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years.
Ha! Sorry, buddy. But you sound like you're the one that could fall apart at any minute.
It's true. I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne.
Your girlfriend, huh?
Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne?
The victim's last name?
Dahlia Hawthorne, Valerie's little sister.
What? Are you serious? The girl, let her go.
Shut up! Come closer and I kill her!
Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it.
Wrong! No protect sister! Valerie betray me! Betray us!
What do you mean she betrayed you?
Everything! All lies! All make-believe! Kidnapping too!
A make-believe kidnapping?
Dahlia! My girlfriend! My love! My teen angel!
Oh, did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas.
I do anything she says! Anything Dahlia says!
Anything Dahlia says. Oh, hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia! And Valerie too!
Valerie was in on it?
Dahlia's family's rich, jewelry business. We got one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia brought kidnap note. We sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusky Bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer. Cause she knew detective.
Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright.
That's the extortion thing, I think.
In the end, you were planning on splitting 2 million three ways, huh?
Yeah, but that woman. That woman, Valerie, she do it for real. She shoot at me for real, me and Dahlia. I was shot in arm. Dahlia, she jumped in river.
Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you?
I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Woke up with police all over.
And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence.
I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me.
That man, Terry Falls, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into a roaring river 40 feet below.
These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? 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 Why did she lie? That's all I want to know.
So that's when you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself.
Yes, but I forget what she looks like, so tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her, I just ask why. Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answer come from her mouth, that's all.
So that's why you made a crazy escape like that.
Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Falls, where is it?
Huh? Where's what?
Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now. Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it?
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know?
No, really. I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia.
With Dahlia?
That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone with Dahlia, gone forever. Into Eagle River.
It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute.
You can come back in now. We're about ready to go.
Mr. Falls, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne?
Never found her, my sweet Dahlia.
They never found her?
Swallowed by river! Gone! Dahlia! My teen angel!
Your teen angel. How old was she anyway?
Just 14!
14? I guess you were robbing cradles before diamonds.
She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man oh man, angels these days.
Falls take the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dolly Hawthorne an angel or is she really a...
It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more aces up our sleeve now.
You bet. Diamond add to the court record.
The training wheels comes off now, Mia. You got 2 strikes. You got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it.
February 16th, 1:49 p.m. This is the court number 4.
Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Falls.
My teenagers, that's definitely cringeworthy.
Witness, are you feeling better?
Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best.
You're a brave young lady. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try and pin a crime on an innocent student is...
What are you talking about?
My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer.
Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next.
Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive?
Yes, of course. I think.
Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. Kitten.
Mr. Armando.
Listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside, while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro.
What are you eating? It seems like an Italian food. This, my friend, is not Italian food. It's a it's a regular corn crispy. Basically like a Rice Krispie, but thinner and, well, more healthy. It tastes better too, in my opinion anyway.
Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that.
Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge?
Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like.
I'd like to say something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why. It is for you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true.
I see. You're such an honest and upstanding young lady. It looks like this witness is a real professional.
What do you mean?
No worries, Ricardo. Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her, click, she lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say.
I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster.
Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile.
You bet. Somehow I have to tie her into this case.
Hold it!
Hold it!
So what country were you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed.
It was a brutal civil war. She had to try and make her way back home alone.
I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Yes, press harder. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in?
Objection!
Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in, and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case.
I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I would never have known Mr. Foss or Detective Hawthorne.
Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you've just stated to the official testimony?
Yes, please, Mr. Judge.
Hold it!
Hold it!
You didn't know either person? Are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people.
Oh well, that can't be helped.
Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth?
The first time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct?
Yes, it really was a coincidence.
Hold it!
Hold it!
So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, you know, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are close and easy to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love with its stark, desolated beauty and its cold yet dramatic loneliness. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college?
Objection!
The prosecution objects to any question that involves the witness' private life. All that matters is whether she is a material witness to a crime. The witness does not need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent.
Thank you. She's really gone too far.
Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here.
I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive.
Hold it.
Hold it!
Perhaps. But your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself here in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratch on the trunk of the car. Well, that's...
Objection!
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing.
Oh really? And why is that?
The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that at the time an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Ha! That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book.
That's not fair. That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day.
Hold it.
Hold it!
A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death.
Yes, and that's precisely why he harbors such a deep anger against her.
It's just me who was Edgeworth fancier dressed back in the day.
So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
Objection!
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of all charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. Not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Fawless is kind of forgetful. Press harder though. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right?
Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf for identification.
Why, if I hadn't been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me.
That's true. It's clearly a bad man.
This is bad, Miss Falls. Reputation has come to get worse and worse. Something is the best not to poke too deep. What should I do with the last statement? I'm gonna have it added. Because she was mentioning a white scarf. That she was wearing a white scarf. And that is what he wanted her to wear. Your Honor, what the witness said just now was tremendously important. I'd like it added to the official testimony.
The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony helps to further prove that point.
No, that's not why I...
Enough. Witness if you will.
My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Hold it.
Hold it!
What do you mean by lucky? Well, it's February now. Everyone is wearing scarves. If I had accidentally worn a white scarf like he said.
Then you yourself might have been killed.
How does she know that though?
That would have been a terrible loss for this world. Ha! It looks like you pressed too hard this time, kid.
Mr. Armando?
Keep looking around you, and you're going to lose sight of the finish line. Justice is blind, but she's not deaf. Sometimes you have to know when not to talk.
Hold it!
Hold it!
You knew about that incident? But weren't you out of this country until the year before last? When I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news, they had an in-depth report about his whole history.
So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right?
Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies.
Listen to me. She's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self.
I have an idea. I'm gonna present the note on that point. Objection! Object. Rejection. Objection.
Objection!
It's true, Mr. Falls did give instruction to Valerie Hawthorne about their meeting. That note that she left said, "Wear white scarf for no identification."
Yes, what about it?
Isn't it obvious? Does it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness know about it? Oh.
Order, order. It is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show top secret evidence to the witness? Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing.
In that case, the only way the witness would have known about it was if she wrote it herself. Just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just, I saw it when it happened, with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. But the scarf she had wasn't white. That's why I assumed the signal was the white scarf.
I suppose that makes sense.
Come on, Mia, you can't let her weasel out of it that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation is going to work here. But why? It's true, that's what I saw. Impossible, there's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him.
Take that!
Take that!
You said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? Yes. Is something wrong? That's what I like to know, Miss Foster. Have a look at this. It's the victim's scarf. Ah. I'm sure people would disagree about what to call this color, however. It's certainly not white. You knew what the note said.
She knew the contents of this note? No!
It says, "Wear white scarf for identification." That's the reason why you said it was white. Well, Miss Foster? No!
Order, order, order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public.
And yet, the witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Falls is one, the person who wrote the note, Valerie Hathorne, is another, and finally, one more person.
Did you say one more person? That's right. A person no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kidden?
Yep. The third person that knew that content of the note was...
Take that!
Take that!
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne. I never heard that name before.
Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there.
What's this? So who is this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne? Miss Fay must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean? Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Falls.
Objection!
You said she was killed, but was she really?
What are you implying?
Of course. People thought she died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
Objection!
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster. I believe that's the same age as you are. Ah.
Even you couldn't. Miss Fay, you're not saying.
That's exactly what she's saying. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
What? Ha, nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a 3-alarm fire. But unless you can't tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist.
I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn his whole case on his head, let's say. Now is my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm.
Witness? Yes, who are you anyway?
I
I didn't think it would come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness.
Yes, I understand.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses.
What did you say?
Ha! It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go.
No way, but then why?
If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made her a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But, I thought she died 5 years ago.
That's what they all thought. Turns out that was not the case.
We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see.
Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years?
That has nothing to do with the current case.
Actually, it does, Edgeworth. You just don't know it yet.
She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Objection!
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder.
Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost.
How dare you?
Please, let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her.
What?
I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister?
Well, you see... I thought I was winning, but somehow he turned around on me.
Ha! I think you need a little push in the right direction, killer. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim.
Ah, that wasn't me. It was this guy. The crazy coffee addict.
Objection!
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets.
Ah, I am sweating bullets.
You think you're in a tough spot, huh?
Of course, aren't I?
No, you just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you.
Up to me?
The rashness of youth, how charming.
This comes from someone younger than me.
Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would the witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? Take that!
Take that!
What is this? Is this the defense idea of a joke? If so, I certainly don't get the punchline. Well, Miss Faye?
No, that was the rashness of youth.
The rashness of youth? And what is the point in furthering such a stereotype? The witness stayed hidden for 5 years, kiddo. There must be a good reason for that. And somehow it must involve Valerie Hawthorne.
Okay, one more time, Mia. You gotta read the court record more carefully this time.
Take that!
Take that!
Oh wow, I just lost. Great. Oh, how I love this.
Objection!
Objection! Objection!
Take that.
Take that!
Oh wow, that was actually it. The story starts after Terry Falls' escape. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. He says, talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth.
The whole truth?
There was a dangerous important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently.
Objection!
A terrific story, Miss Fay. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Fay. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Falls. There's only one important secret that connects them all.
Oh yes, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony.
What testimony?
Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things. Such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters.
Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it will be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf?
Yes, I'll try, Mr. Yadge. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. 5 years ago, witness testimony. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Falls. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Falls in the arm. That's when Mr. Falls tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life.
The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred.
Guilty verdict. Yeah, he only wears it in this case.
With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fay.
Yes, Your Honor?
As you have heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination.
Mr. Ashford got a jump on me again.
Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info. That ace up our sleeve.
What info?
Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged.
That's right, it was a fake kidnapping. Terry Falls told us that in a lobby.
I'd do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says.
What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by...
Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too.
Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. We're gonna save. That was a terrible joke, Sanin, and you should feel bad.
Hold it!
I mean, I'll give her flowers. No, you wouldn't. Did you and Mr. Falls have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. You were tutoring him, Mr. Falls? No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Falls came to the house to tutor me. I don't make bad jokes. Sure you don't. Sure you don't. Warrior lover. That makes sense. 5 years ago she was only 14.
He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthorns are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite a clever fellow, that Mr. Falls.
Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Falls a clever fellow? Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Hold it!
Warrior sucks! Warrior sucks!
Hold it!
Nah, that worked. I heard the diamond's valued in the neighborhood of $2 million.
$2 million?
It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk.
A $2 million pint of milk. I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange.
Hello Jew, welcome to the stream, hope you enjoy. Also welcome to the stream, Stan, and hope you enjoy too, I forgot to say that.
Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual.
By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you think you want to make the exchange up there on the mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape.
There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. With only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety.
What a wicked clever man that Mr. Falls is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... Hold it. Hold. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Oh, for fuck's sake. If she lets you commit them on her, then it wouldn't be sexual misappropriations, Sanin. Would be wanted, you know. That was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but actually that saved my life.
What do you mean?
That's the joke. You see, Miss Falls was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use the knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. He was supposed to save me. Hold it. Hold. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'd like to hear more about what happened right after that moment. Well, when Mr. Falls was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. Yeah, her sister shot him with a gun, Sanin. Are you committing a crime here that you want to murder someone? Thanks, Sanin. I will need all the luck in the world. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Falls turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second, and he gave me a large, bloodthirsty grin.
A bloodthirsty grin? Ooh.
And in the next instant... Splash.
I advise the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift.
I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run. Then just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river.
Hold it. Hold. Hold. Poled. Pwned. Hold it.
Okay, it just refuses to work now, great. And that's why you hid your identity? Yes, I only told my sister.
Valerie Hawthorne, eh?
Yes, she's the only one who knew about me.
Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years.
I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again.
Hold it. Why do we even bother? Why do we even bother with it?
And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I can count on. And you You think I killed her? There's no way I could.
It's a moment of truth for this witness too. Once the truth about this staged kidnapping comes out, everyone in court will know how much of a Jezebel she really is.
You just have to prove that kidnapping was a hoax.
Objection! 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 Erection! Rejection! Complexion! Superstition! That's not even a word. Okay, it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all.
You say that Mr. Falls pushed you into Eagle River. Thank you, Jew. I appreciate it. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Falls. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I should have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Or shouldn't have said again. Impossible? I asked the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in the last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind, as you have claimed, instead of being carried away by a river, you would have been smashed by the bedrocks below. Almost certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Oh!
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then.
But it's 40 feet from the bridge into the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made much difference.
Ugh. You're right. Even if the event occurred, just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this?
You see, I...
Objection!
Wow, that's a pretty good look for you, Hawthorne. I mean, Edgeworth.
Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified the defendant pushed her into the river.
Everyone looks young here, even the judge. That's because it's taking place in the past, did you?
However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge.
What? What do you mean?
After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge.
The clever face of Edgeworth in an anime was even worse.
If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Ashwood's explanation correct?
Now that you mention it, I do remember now when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge side wires. You can't be serious.
Order, order in the court. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached a conclusion.
Objection!
Not now, Mia. It's no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault.
What?
I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Falls panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible.
Ridiculous! What's so impossible about it?
Let's save just on the safe side. Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Yeah, the ropes are pretty high there.
Take that!
Take that!
Take that never fails me, luckily. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extended up about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone from there.
No!
But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like that wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
Objection!
So young and so already forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Falls had been shot in the right arm.
Ah!
And more importantly, Valerie Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range.
Ugh.
So, Mr. Falls throwing the witness off the bridge, that is clearly impossible.
Ugh. Order, order. What is the meaning of this?
Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally.
What? What is this?
Objection!
Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark?
Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun and handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping in a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Objection!
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle a swift current, but even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Objection!
No, then what was it? What was so important that she want to jump into a river?
The witness is still alive. The fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. The diamond, of course.
Take that!
Take that!
5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up on the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond.
Oh, no, it can't be. It can't be. Indignation.
Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Falls to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into a river. With the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack.
Why, that's simply ridiculous.
Except it isn't.
Objection!
Order. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old.
I deserve a medal? Not a medal then, but a metal, okay. What kind of metal do I deserve, Jew? Copper, zinc, iron, steel, gold, silver, platinum.
Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan?
Of steel. And gold. This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne.
You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot herself?
Objection!
But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping?
Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder.
What do you mean by that?
On the day of the murder, after receiving the phone call from Mr. Falls, Valerie called her sister Dahlia, and then she told her what she was planning to do.
Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note.
That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatch your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of you accomplices to the kidnapping would harm. And that is why you killed your sister and Valerie Hawthorne.
Who is that? Laughing at a time like this?
Forgive me, it's just hilarious.
Witness? Is that you?
You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally. You have the evidence to back this up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted with Mr. Falls and my sister.
Well,
And one more thing, what happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that.
What, Miss Faye?
I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Faye. Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Well, it seems that we've come to an end. To be honest, the witness's behavior does raise certain suspicion. However, I am forced to reject the assertion made by the defense.
Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool out of me, and there's nothing I can do about it?
Ha! Without evidence, the trial is over. Who decided that?
Mr. Armando?
Come on now, kiddo. Haven't you figured out that you can make your own rules? For example, even if there is no evidence, there's still testimony.
The testimony?
On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fall's stolen car, and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right?
Yes, that's right.
In that case, there's only one answer right. There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder.
Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who's the one person who can testify to that demon woman's crimes? This guy.
Take that!
Take that!
Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness.
A new witness?
Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Falls.
The defendant?
There's only one person who can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person can say whether the person in photo is Valerie Hawthorne. Or whether it is in fact her younger sister Dahlia disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Falls.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand.
This is my last chance, Mr. Falls. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You're all I have left.
Defendant, you heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes?
I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me.
Mr. Falls? I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive. And you were used for $2 million.
That's not true.
Mr. Falls, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge. Who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne?
Dahlia! Dahlia! Did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other.
Terry.
Dahlia! It's true. You are alive.
You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad.
Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you.
I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there's one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry.
Dahlia.
I will allow Mr. Falls to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Falls, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness?
Gah.
Ah, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Water. Please. Water. Can't talk. Need water.
Ha. Oh well, I guess I'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it will match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself.
Arnold is a criminal, always knew that. Wow. Who Terry Falls saw.
That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car.
He's gone on the deep end. Yeah, you can say that again.
Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia.
Mr. Falls, you're covering for her. Do you think she's gonna do that same for you?
That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination.
Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Falls? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence?
There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten, I think.
Hold it!
Hold it.
Hold it!
According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you?
It was raining. Already dark too.
You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes? Mr. Falls?
Eagle Mountain. That spot. Strong memories.
Why did he just clam up? Could it be he's hiding something here? Hold it!
Hold it!
Man, Mia's doing scout work. I hope she's going on to live a long life. Making dead woman jokes, signing. Real classy, real classy. You're quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct?
Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to it.
I'm sure he is. Zebra Boy waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of the eye.
I watched my car from bridge. I never put nobody in the car.
Hold it.
Hold it!
You're watching the car?
That bridge, other side is broken. Nobody could come from there. So, I was watching a car.
What else were you expecting him to do?
I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something bothered me. I'm getting that feeling a contradiction.
I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it.
Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing.
Hold it.
Hold it!
Mr. Falls, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne?
I never lie. It's the truth. It was Valerie. I remembered her face.
Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification?
Sorry. I totally a lie. But the woman I met, she was different than the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie.
Hold it. Hold it. Hold it!
Hold it!
What did you talk to her about anyway? Mr. Falls?
Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all a good thing to do. She said that. That's why she lied. Got me the death penalty.
And were you satisfied with the answer, witness?
Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead.
But you just saw that she isn't dead.
After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for.
Hold it!
Hold it!
How can you be so sure? It was raining at that time and the sunset that day was 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Falls, this is your last chance. You've already taken a fall once for something you didn't do.
That woman, it wasn't Dahlia.
Stop right there. What more needs to be said?
Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder. You'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Falls?
I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Floss. Even if you can't show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll still have to point out the contradiction anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess.
Yeah, the person on the bridge is in front of him. Objection! Rejection! Erection! Oh, okay. It was just very slow there. So when we get to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge, you sure of that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
You're sure, huh? Well then, I'm sure too, Mr. Falls.
Obsession.
I'm sure you're lying.
Huh?
Oh.
I would love to hear your your rationality on
This, Miss Faye.
You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo, it's perfectly clear. Obviously the person that came first would be on one at the end of the bridge, right?
But that's the victim at the end of the bridge.
Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Falls, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Falls, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth.
I got there around 4 o'clock, it's true. I had somewhere to go, a specific place.
Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge?
Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love.
A memento?
5 years ago, I hid it on the base of tree there.
Hey, that's a necklace that she gave Phoenix.
It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I went to get.
I think it was filled with poison, if memory serves.
This little bauble on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty.
Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes.
Ugh.
With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car.
No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for that.
I still got a chance. Mr. Falls, there's no mistaking it. Huh? Mr. Falls? Did he just spit blood? What the hell?
That's enough, please.
Witness?
I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more. Then we're supposed to drink bottle.
No, stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess.
Oh, we drank the poison.
I was stupid. I couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this.
No, we're so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence.
No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again.
Mr. Falls!
Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee.
Okay, so he killed himself. Mr. Falls!
Mr. Falls!
So yeah, she's in the clear. That explains Edgeworth's perfect record until he met Phoenix in trial. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep in my soul I thought I'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Up until the next case, or the very first case of the game.
Unforgivable. Unforgivable. That witch.
Mr. Armando?
We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten.
It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Falls killed himself.
Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty.
I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this.
Mia.
Yeah, and here's a big plot point. Oh, this guy is what's his Gorot. But then again, it was already spoiled to me, so not surprised. That's why I did the same voice and everything.
Don't you get it? You can't cry yet.
Ow.
The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over.
Mr. Armando?
No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them.
Yeah, it's bleeding alright.
One year later, in this very same courthouse.
Oh, right. I myself got wrapped up in that case. Yes, you did, Phoenix. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was death penalty, I guess. No, guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over, at least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. Okay, she's back. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. She's back. Bitch is back. Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings, the end. Oh wow, that was the entire case. Wow. Bridge to Turnabout. Brand new episode's been added. Best case in the entire series, you say? Yeah, it's a sad game. So, we're about done with Turnabout Beginnings. We have the final case left. And lucky for me, I'm almost done with this game, so my curse is almost over. But, well, that won't be until the next time I stream, which probably gonna be tomorrow. As, again, I want to finish this game. So, I have tomorrow and next week on me. Because then I start working again, and I don't think I want to stream Phoenix Wright. When I will be really tired from coming home. I need easier games to stream. Games that require less reading. But I hope you all enjoy this stream. If you aren't already, consider becoming part of the Frog Squad by subscribing and clicking that bell icon so you can keep up to date to when I upload and stream and whatnot. I have uploaded a Pokemon episode during this stream, so do check that out. If you have the time, that is. Otherwise, thank you very much for watching. If you want to help me and the channel growing further, you can do one of the following three. You can A, like this video when it's up in the, well, playlist. You can share your thoughts by leaving a comment down below on the video. And you can share my streams, this stream, any of my videos with your friends. And with that... Oh yeah, the Ju22 is streaming, so do check him out. I'm probably gonna go by there if he streams, well, very close to this time, really. But you can probably catch me at the Ju22 streams. Either way, thank you very much for watching, everybody. Take care. I will probably stream tomorrow. If not, on Monday. Regardless, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. Stay froggy, everyone. And I hope to see you on the next stream. Take care, everybody. Hope you have a great Saturday night or Sunday night. Or Sunday morning, depending on where you're from. But with that said, again, thank you very much for watching. Stay froggy, everyone. And I hope to see you in my next stream. Take care, everybody.